My name is Patricia Ann Veronica Hargens Koch Johns. Quite a name for somebody who barely takes up 5 feet of space on this planet, huh? I come from a large Irish Catholic family. You may think I'm exaggerating, prone to hyperbole, but that is absolutely not true. 38 first cousins on my mother's side. Of course, our favorite saint in my family was St. Patrick, so our names sounded a little bit like this. Patrick, Patricia, Pat, Patty, Big Pat, Little Pat, Mary Pat, Patty Jean. And I was tagged Patsy. I was told that I was small, but I mattered. That big things come in small packages, and that God surely had huge plans for somebody as tiny as me. Most of this encouragement came from my mother and my grandparents. Oh, my grandfather, my hero. While sitting in the crook of a tree, overlooking the garden that we worked in, smoking his pipe filled with Sir Walter Raleigh cherry tobacco, was pretty convincing when he told me that leprechauns, wee ones like me, were crafty and creative, wise and wily and powerful. And darling, I really love the potential of those adjectives. This was the gentle truth that I would absorb and I would never forfeit. It was the perfect combination of reality and possibility. It was magic. It was what became a part of me that saved me, and it's what became a part of my educational philosophy that I believe truly helped hundreds of kids that I had the honor of working with over the years. Not BS. Not hopelessness, but hopefulness. Not discouragement, but encouragement. The gentle truth. You know, we all know that the truth is not simple. It's messy and complicated. And even as that little child, I understood that what my family said to me was not necessarily the truth of the world. I knew what the world might see when they looked at a wee one like me. Why, you're poor. You were born with a birth defect, crossed eyes. You live in a one-room apartment with your mother and your sister who's challenged. You're on welfare. Your father has disappeared and you will never meet him, and your sister will soon disappear as well. These are the cold, hard facts, and you wear them like a mantle, declaring your insignificance. In the 1950s, insignificant children like me were a part of a minority in Nebraska. In 2014, insignificant children like these are part of a growing group, not only in Nebraska, but in the United States of America. In 6th grade, insignificance found me. I was so lucky, so blessed. My grandfather was right. Metaphorically speaking, it's when I became larger than life. I became the wicked witch in the Cobbler of Fairyland. Well, don't laugh. It was good to be a witch. I could be somebody else. Abracadabra, I could become a character, assume a costume, and most importantly, I could create comedy. I can make people laugh at my command. Not at me, but because of me. I was speaking from a position of significance. My teachers and my peers said, "Whoa, Patsy, you can do this. We love your witchy ways. Bravo, bravo. My grandfather was right, and they had the same magic as he did. Why, I wanted this magic to last absolutely forever. So I ratted my hair and spray starched it. Yes, spray starched it, much to my mother's dismay, so it stood straight up and straight out, and it was indeed magical, perhaps even supernatural. In 8th grade, at the request of a teacher, I started teaching elementary students to read, and I don't think I've ever stopped teaching since then. I transformed myself into strange characters and became larger than life. I made it a career. I helped others to create ensembles in classrooms, students who needed to hear the gentle truth, and students who needed to speak the gentle truth to others. And after 8th grade, I motivated other students to leave that corner in the back of the room when they found the opportunity for greatness. And I convinced them that although we are not perfect, none of us, we are not perfect, that there is hope for us in our personal endeavors for greatness if we are willing to risk, work hard, laugh at our own mistakes. We can help others to find the gentle truth. Fred, a former student of mine, wrote to me recently. And he said, Mrs. Koch Johns, I wanted you to know that I love the speech and drama activities we are a part of. But I also wanted you to know that if you had been my coach in any sport that I was gifted in at all, and you showed the same interest and enthusiasm as you did for me in speech and theater, I think I would have had similar experiences and the same results. The gentle truth had helped Fred, and I didn't even know it at the time. I also didn't know I could have been a football coach. John, another student of mine, we have so much in common. As a child, he was abandoned by his father and his mother. He lived with his grandparents and his sister, who was challenged. He didn't discover his talent for theater until he was in high school. And as we discussed this, he explained to me what the arts had done for him. He said that he was able for a moment to step out of his own life and step into the life of somebody else. And while he watched the characters in the play struggle with their problems, he felt empathy for them. But he also found solutions to his own problems. John has survived many battles since then. In 2 tours to Iraq as a U.S. Marine. He's not unscathed by this as he walks with me with a cane, but he still has his dreams of using his creative gifts. The gifts that I help him find, along with an ensemble of other teachers. You see, John wants to be a landscape designer, and I catch myself whispering that same truth. John, you can do this. This is your gift. And all the while, I'm praying that there's a cadre of other people in this world saying that same gentle truth to this courageous young man who's given so much to our country when he was given so little. You see, there are special people in this world, people who unselfishly identify and celebrate out loud the gifts of others. They do so miraculously change the world. This is the gift that I was given by my grandfather. I know that we would not be here today if we were not searching for the truth. We would not be here today if we were not searching for a way to change the world. Well, you don't have to be beautiful. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be rich or powerful. You could be answer D, none of the above. You could actually look a lot like this and be an incredible agent of change in this world. You could start to change the world today in a big, huge, gargantuan way. Know your own personal ability and strength to change the world with a few simple words of encouragement. Most change starts small. Small can be huge. Why, it could start here today with a script like this. Why, you're the best audience I've ever had. When I look out there, I do see so many perfectly beautiful faces. And I absolutely know that you are going to change the life of someone here today by what you say to them. No blarney. Don't lie to them. We all need to hear the truth so we can improve, be better tomorrow than we were today. And so many times the truth comes to us in heartbreaking, destructive ways. Why, my grandfather could have said to me, well, Patsy, you're exceedingly small, limited. You might never, ever be considered normal according to the world. Instead, my grandfather chose the gentle truth, something from our heritage, magic, to show me that indeed someday I would find my way in this life. After 40 years, I'm still sharing that gift. The gift given to me by my grandfather, my family and my friends, my teachers, and by my students. This is where the play ends, right? Curtain down? Oh, no, you don't. This is where the real story begins, where you start to encourage great life performances for others. For you see, after 64 years on this planet, I have come to a startling realization. We are all little ones. We all need someone to tell us the gentle truth, to set us on the path out of the garden filled with leprechauns and magic into the real world filled with courage and truth. Curtain up. Light those lights. We've got nothing to hit but the heights.